Hope everything's going good your way. I've missed you. Chasing the baby around my house. Well, you take care of that baby, bees. Hey, Patty. I need to email you. Um, I need to email you. So, uh, everything is good on this end. I'll just say that. So I'll shoot you an email probably tomorrow when I can actually do that. Um, but everything's looking good this way. So, all I'm doing today, I'm just I got a couple dishes I've got to cook um for a little get together, and so I figured why not just come on and chat for a little bit and cook. Because quite honestly, I can talk to myself, you know. Um so but if y'all want to talk about anything, just let me know. We'll talk about it. Um there were a couple random things I'm going to talk about, but I'm not there yet. Yeah, I know that you guys have a Thanksgiving in October. Um, what we're doing this year is we're having like a friend's Thanksgiving, um, which is today. So, uh, we're gonna do that later on. Every our friend group, everybody's bringing a dish, and we're just gonna sit down and eat together, and just be thankful for each other. And then next week we'll do the family. Hey, Trami. Hey, cool gamer. How are you? Oh, but yeah. So I'm very thankful for these friends. They're the ones that uh, basically saved my hubby that night. So I'm very thankful to be getting together with them and breaking bread and all the good stuff, you know? So, but update, he improves daily. He has gone back to work. Limitations. So he's got things that he still can't do, and still doing physical therapy. Um they said it'll probably be around a year before he feels completely like himself again, you know. So, um it just is what it is. But he's been a trooper. And mom, um, no better but no worse. So I'll take it. I'll take it. She still has a smile on her face, so I will absolutely take it. Let's see, our harvest is earlier because it's colder up here. We had our first big snow yesterday, 15 inches. So, oh my gosh. We had snow um Thursday, and we didn't have 15 inches though. So I'm good. I'm thankful. But it is cold as booty up here, down here. Well, I guess down here from you. Hey, Chicky. What's up? What's up? I'm telling you, it is cold as I don't know what. Let me get this dog. Hold on. Here. Yours and then yours. They bark at me when they know it's their bone time. Their little treat for today. So he's letting me know. I might should have let them go outside because they're going to be loud. There's Miss Hog right there. I'm making a practice cheesecake for Thanksgiving. Wish me luck. Oh my God. I love cheesecake is my favorite. That and red velvet. I love red velvet cake. But I love cheesecake. I've always loved. Never made one though. Let me know how it turns out. Y'all, I saw something on I think it was a YouTube short. I like to go scroll through shorts in the morning time when I'm waking up. I like to look for funny things and like recipes and stuff like that. Anyway, I saw this one this lady made. It was $1,000,000 spaghetti, and I really want to. That stuff looks so good. Have y'all ever heard of $1,000,000 spaghetti? It looked amazing. But luckily today I'm just tasked with making the get off there, the macaroni and the mashed potatoes. So I'm peeling my potatoes now, and I got my macaroni boiling so I can get it ready and put it in the oven. Y'all get a chance, look up $1,000,000 spaghetti. I'm gonna have to try it one day because it looks so good. I'm getting glared at like I'm goofy. Oh, see. I don't know. It's got some kind of like it looks like a cheese topping. Like you do your spaghetti and then you've got some spices and stuff, but it's some kind of white topping that goes on top of it and you bake it. And so it's a little bit different, but it really looked good. Had five-way spaghetti. I've heard of that. When we moved up here, Chicky, they've got a place called Skyline Chili. And I think they do something called five-way spaghetti or three-way spaghetti or something like that. I'd never heard of it down south, but when I got up here, I did. But that's not to say it's a northern type thing. I just never heard of it till I got up here. So, well, what are y'all doing? Tarajic, what you doing? I call it a coffee chat, y'all, and I don't drink coffee. I got my monster though. What? Oh, I need it. I was up late and up early. Oh. Well, I don't know. I think I wanted to kind of drink two for me. Well, you do that, Tragic, because I definitely need them. Just send the vibes. Send the vibes. Oh, um, now I kind of wanted to touch on Didi a little bit, and um, and there's something that I want to say about Bullhorn Betty. I'm a little pissed off at her actually. So I'll start with Bullhorn. Let's see. I am done. We got to throw it all away. Beezer ain't even looking at shit. Beezer, read the chat if you're listening. Oh, hey, Dorothy, how are you? Thanks for coming. Okay, I think my mama's watching me and I need to close her door real quick because I can hear myself talking. So hold on one sec. I'll close the door. I'll close the door because I can hear myself talking on your phone. Because you're the only one that could be watching it. He's getting brave. He's not watching me, I promise. I'm going to close this, okay? she, she said, how do you know it's me watching? I said, because you're the only one that would be watching me right now. She said, well, your husband's in the next room. I said, well, I promise you he ain't watching me. I could do a whole channel based on our conversations. I swear I could. No, sir. No. That's it. You need to go outside? So, okay. You can't see? You don't see Dorothy Tragic? Huh. She's in here. she Well, Dorothy, you can see Tragic, right? Hey, Beezer, did you read the chat up there? Go back up to Chickies and work your way back down. Or you got to go up a little ways. Keep going till you find the one that makes you laugh. Okay. So, Bullhorn Betty, she's talking about the Sebastian Rogers case incessantly, right? Even got the tattoo. But she made a comment the other day, and I'm always one of the people, do you, boo, whatever. But she made the comment the other day how Sebastian is not he's not a normal child. He's not normal. And I take issue with that. Sebastian has high functioning autism. Okay. And Betty, first of all, you and this is not shaming, this is just fact. You 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 don't have kids, number one. And you certainly do not have a child with any form of autism. But to say those words, and I for one have a child with high functioning autism. It's called Asperger's syndrome. And I talked about it. And the only thing is that sometimes, like, yes, their maturity level can be set back a little bit because they reach their milestones a little bit differently. But they go through everything like normal children. And actually, high functioning autism kids have a better vocabulary than most adults. My child was saying words that I had to look up before he was 8 years old. So if anybody ever goes over to her or talks to her or talks to somebody that knows her, just know that she said that. But she's all about Sebastian, right? It's all about him. Are you gone? Okay, well, make sure you tell me bye. Um, so I used to work with kiddos with Asperger's, and so exactly, Chicky, exactly. Oh, tragic! Don't get me started on that damn tattoo. Chicky told my secret. You saw it. Oh, we weren't laughing at you. We were laughing with you. It's all out. Um, it's more common these days, and I guess because, you know, I don't know if it's the food, if it's the vaccines. I mean, I know what caused my child's. My child um was the cord being wrapped around his neck, and I had to have an emergency C-section. They contributed that to his, okay? But but to say that they are not he's not a normal child, I won't you're welcome, uh Betty, you're welcome to come here. I give you an open invitation. Nothing harsh, nothing. And you're welcome to come and meet my child. He's 20 years old. He's graduated high school with honors, and he is in his third year of college. He has a better vocabulary than most people. He's very well spoken, even though his dad and I sound like, we're just straight up out of the the southern Georgia something. Um, but he doesn't. The only area that has ever been a big concern was his social skills. And some people are like that and they don't even have Asperger's. So there. So it's normal, right? Some people are just not as social as others. Well, kids with Asperger's, they don't know how to interact with people appropriately. They don't know how to start up a conversation, or it's a skill set that they have to really pay attention to and learn. But that doesn't make them abnormal. And honey, I would love. Elon Musk has Asperger's. Just so have you ever heard him speak? When you hear him speak, it's different, and not just because he's from where is it, South Africa? Not just because he's from South Africa. You can hear the Asperger's part of when he speaks. But I'll take that any day, right? So miss me with that, Betty. When they talk about Sebastian and I'm gonna look at the chat in just a second. Having the high functioning form of autism, I think of my child. It's not like he's nonverbal. He's a 15-year-old kid. And yeah, he may have the mindset of like a 12 or 13-year-old, but really, how far is that from 15? Okay, let me look. Let's see, I was lucky because my first had the cord. Yeah, that's how we were, Patty. It was it was pretty bad. Uh, All right, son is the same way. Super intelligent. Yes, Jaguar. I can't never say that word. Jaguar Wright's son too. My mom said, and that, hey, Chicky, that's what my son looked like when he come out. A Smurf. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, y'all. So be careful, Libby. Yeah, lots of kids are they do have bad social skills, and it is a skill set, right? Some people like me, I can go anywhere and talk to anybody. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, okay. But yeah, I can go anywhere and talk to anybody. Um, but a lot of people can't. A lot of people have a hard time starting up a conversation, especially with strangers. Making friends is not always easy because, sorry, y'all, he was distracting me. He was walking out the door, and he has to cuss 15 times about everything going wrong before he can actually open the door. So, okay. Um, but it is hard to do that sometimes. And I don't know, it totally pissed me off because I've lived it, I see it, and they call him high functioning. Well, I mean, so what I basically think of is a normal teenage kid, who just may be behind in his mindset, maybe a couple of years, and probably, to be honest with you, sometimes probably the smartest person in the room if you just let him speak. So sometimes they're not good on common sense at all. But I don't know. That lady, oh, it got all over me. But let's see what y'all are saying. Betty needs to mind her business and shush about things she knows nothing about. Exactly, Chicky. Exactly. But she runs over there and she talks about it like, she is Sebastian's savior coming in to rescue him. And, I pray that their boy comes home safely. It is horrible. But what I just I don't agree with her get down of the I just don't. Imagine getting a restraining order against someone reporting about your child, then they get a tattoo. Seems a little cray cray to me, but I'm nobody. Tragic. No, I exactly. I mean, can you imagine getting a restraining order against somebody and you're the one with the missing child, and then they go and tattoo his name on their body? I mean, think about that. It sounds a little obsessive, stalkerish, even. It It blows my mind. It's terrible how people have put out a narrative about Asperger's and they have no idea. Exactly. Exactly. And if you're going to talk about high functioning autism when you don't have a child with high functioning autism, maybe you should do some research before you call them um not normal. And I know every child and every situation is different, granted. But oh, if I could have went through the phone when I heard that, I would have. I absolutely would have. Imagine I pop up with your kid. Oh my God, tragic. I mean, if you think about that, it just seems very, very obsessive. Like a slap in the face, too. And we don't know what happened. Um, she is not a she's not the police department. She's not an investigator on the scene. You know what I mean? And but she goes after uh Chris and Katie like they have just done something to him. And none of us can say that. We may have our own feelings about what happened, but none of us know. And to continually put that out there, end up with a restraining order, and then get the kid's name tattooed on your back. Like, and then every time Sebastian Wainwright Rogers, Sebastian Wainwright Rogers. Like, we get it, honey. You're saying his name, but I don't feel like she's saying his name to keep his full name out there. I feel like she's saying it as a means to slap them in the face because she went to jail and got restraining order. I feel like that's the reason she keeps saying his name. I could be wrong. Just my opinion, unsolicited, but I'll give it to you. Hey, Queen. Hey. Sorry, I'm over here running my mouth and cooking. She just needs attention. She has no right to an opinion. You know, I hold on. Let me get through these, and I'll talk some more. To be honest, Chiki, I don't think she has great social skills herself. I think there's something going on there, in my opinion, allegedly, whatever you want. I think there's something going on in her brain too. I really do. I don't think she has good social skills. She wants to talk about narcissistic people. I feel like she has some narcissism, or she was that person who was, always either, but I've seen her record, but so I'm going to say this, but then thinking with her record in my mind, you know, was she a person that was always bullied and now she just has that mentality that you're not going to hurt me, you're not going to mess with my rights? I mean, I don't know. I am a huge, huge supporter of our constitutional rights. I mean, our Second Amendment wholeheartedly. But yes, our First Amendment. And you do have a right to your First Amendment. You do have the freedom of speech. But with that freedom of speech, there's things that come along with that. And then sometimes I just feel like just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? Like, just because you can say it doesn't mean you should say it. or just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. It kind of comes back to having couth about yourself. And then she has none. But people, they'll just, ride right along with it. And I liked watching her to begin with the I watched her with the Gabby Petito stuff. And I was even watching for Simon Quentin. But this one, it just this one has just floored me. And I don't know if, I mean, is it now because she has more people going after her as a hate thing? Oh, okay. All right, be careful. Yeah, every time he walks out the door, I say, be careful, be careful. Hey, Binky. I see you. Where was I at? Yeah, because she was on that documentary with that what was it called? Crime Sleuthers or something. That documentary they did, and Olivia was on there, and I think JLR was on there. I don't know. She's just a whole mess over there, but Connor, can you close that door, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's see. I'm kind of backed up in the chat. Let's see if we lost her or not. I have thought about it. That's crazy work. Let's see. Hey, Billy Martin. I ain't gonna lie, she definitely has something. But I just don't know how you can talk about that. And but at the end of the day, I do. Oh, well, there's one more thing, I was gonna say. Nonsense was calling out the people who do readings, and there was one where they have the spirit box. And as somebody who reads cards, I would never do that. When this case first started, I did it by myself. I know what I read, and it's going to stay with me. I did record it, but it would never see the light of day until I felt like it needed to. And it would be completely after we got a resolution to this case. So I have to agree, there are people making money hand over fist with Sebastian. And if y'all didn't see it, I really don't want to shout out that channel, but I will, because there's a lot. There's a lot on there. And it's called Electronic Medium, I think is what it's called. And if you go through her video log, she hits Maddie Soto, and see, she's done Sebastian, and I think there's some Summer Wells in there. There's some more. I think Quentin Simon is in there. And if you listen to the Spirit Box, and I wish that I had time to have put together this thing and let you guys hear some of it, and but really I'm just chatting and cooking. Um, but when you hear it, she pops up words up on the screen that she says that she's hearing from this spirit box. And you can hear it yourself. And it's like, if it's like one of them things. If, sometimes when you get the wrong lyrics to a song, and then you can't get those wrong lyrics out of your head because it sounds just like it. Like, I know we've talked about it before, just being funny, but the song Tiny Dancer. My husband has always said, "Hold me closer, Tony Danza." And now every time I hear the song, he's totally ruined the song for me, by the way. That's what I hear is "Hold me closer, Tony Danza." Because it's that, what do they call it? When something is kind of influenced, put into your head, put into your mind, and that's what you hear. That's what I think it is. So he does that all the time with songs to me, but that's the one that stands out to me the most. But anyway, yeah, so that girl, um, she gets lots of views, and does this and it's an app. It's called Necrophone, I think is the app. Power of suggestion. Thank you, Patty. That's what it is. It's power of suggestion. And so you throw some words up there, and it's like, oh yeah, I hear it too. No, you didn't. My big old butt. And the conversation that she was supposedly having with Sebastian would, number one, would have to make him be on the other side, which, shame on you for that. If you're going to do spirit boxes, and some people, and look, I'm not going to say that people aren't gifted, because and honestly, I've seen some crazy things from spirit boxes that blew my effing mind. This is not one of those cases. Okay, her whole channel is based around it. Um, so I agree, totally agree with nonsense on this one. But it's, yeah, I'm going to tell you to go check it out. It's Electronic Medium. Now, whether you subscribe or not, that's totally up to you. But just scroll down. I want you to see it. If I can get these potatoes done, I might show you. But, Billy, honestly, I think so too. The only thing that bothers me is that the length of time, But hold on, these are. Thank you, honey. Well, she loves her deli plates on Tuesday, and she will definitely get hers. And um, I appreciate that, and I know she will. I think she's actually in here listening. So, Mama, look, you get your deli plate on Tuesday, courtesy of Leave It to Beezer. No, Beez, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good grief. You good to me, lady? Oh. Oh. Oh, she does. She gets ugly without her deli plate. She You are so sweet. Thank you, Baser. I appreciate it. Um Okay, go chase them. Say E-I-E-I-O. But the amount of money that and I do true crime, I and it's weird saying it, and I say it all the time. It's weird to say I love true crime. But I do. I like trying to figure out things. I love a mystery. I love um, you know, learning about different cases. I do not like children coming up missing and worse. That is just disgusting. Um, but some of these people are just using these kids as money and as and I know it's called tragedy pimping around here, but truly it's disgusting. You go through and you look at the tags that some of these people have. And it's okay to if you're going to talk about the case, talk about the case. It's okay to make your money. It's okay to tag. But when you look at somebody's channel and it just goes on and on and on, at that point, you know, it and especially with this particular one and Bullhorn Betty, and there's a couple more. I'm just not gonna just throw names, but y'all know, y'all are out here, y'all see it, and it utterly makes me sick on my stomach. But and then when she said that about not being a normal child, it's like, bitch, honey, if you're gonna make all that money over on there on Sebastian, you better learn how to talk about him. And when I got time, I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow, and I'm gonna show you that clip. I got everything wrote down for it because I was gonna do like a normal live where I showed some things and I had some stuff written down. Uh, but I figured while I did this, I could just go live. So, uh, and then the spirit box thing. Oh my god! And then you got people reading tarot cards that I promise you they just ordered from Temu, and they got their little book there next to them, and now they can read the future, and they can read the past, and they can read all the things because they have a deck of tarot cards and a book, and got their little monetization sign flashing with the cash apps and stuff. Not saying there's anything wrong with flashing your cash app, but don't do it on the back of a missing child or worse. Because God don't like ugly. And that right there, that's some stuff you just, in my opinion, you just don't do that. Now, I don't have a problem with, okay, you want to talk about it and you want to talk about this next one. Okay, and then there's a court hearing, and maybe, okay, well, we'll go to the court and listen to it, and you know let your followers know what's going on. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But there's a difference between that and continuously going live 2 and 3 times a day, day after day after day, and we're going on what it was February of last year. That's a problem. That is a big problem. She has lost her mind, Queen. And not to be ugly, but Sebastian is not the only missing kid. If you were truly in it for the children, then why not talk about other missing children's cases and get their names out there? See what's going on with them. Like, there are plenty of people you can talk about and get their names out there. Think people that some of us haven't heard of. That's the best way, to keep somebody out, lesser known cases, that don't have Dog the Bounty Hunter's attention or something. You know what I mean? Use your platform for something good. I don't have a problem with people monetizing. I just wiped potato juice up my nose. That's just lovely. I went to scratch the top of my nose, and anyway, good thing my camera wasn't on at the moment. But yeah, I have no problem with somebody monetizing and talking about cases and all of that. But if you're gonna, talk about different cases. And then another thing, don't get yourself all in it to where you end up with a freaking restraining order. And then let's just double down. Let's go put a friggin' tattoo on us that has the child's name after we've been given a restraining order by the family. Good God. Okay. That woman. Okay. Hey, Candy Girl. I did. I did get the email. Y'all, I was locked out of my Angie uploaded email box for a minute. And I got it. I did see that, and I meant to email you back. I'm going to try, because that's one of the things I was going to do some review over stuff that I've talked about before, and I was going to pull that up. I've got it written down. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. So I appreciate you sending me that. I do. But okay, I'm going to jump off my soapbox on Bullhorn Betty. I think I've pretty much let it be known. And yeah. So, well, while I'm in this genre, I reckon I'll talk about Susan Smith. Now, y'all know I did a I did a video on Susan Smith a couple of years ago. I'm sure all of you know who she is and what she did. If you don't, that's the woman that drove her 2 boys into the river. Was it 30 years ago? 30. Well, she came up for parole and was denied. And I couldn't have been happier. That woman does not ever need to see the light of day. Just like I'm a little shocked that Leilani got life with the possibility of parole. I mean, I can't. What is life in Georgia? I can't remember. Is it 25 years? 30 years? I can't remember. But I think she has one. Okay, I think she's got life. And then she has one consecutive. If I'm wrong, correct me. So she got life with the possibility. Then she got one 10-year consecutive. So she'll have to do a 10-year after that. But I think the others are running concurrent with the consecutive. So it's life plus 10 if the math comes up right, I think. Um, with the possibility of parole. Now, since she's been in there, I guess it was her GED. She got, I think it was Tragic. I was watching Tragic the other day. I think, was it Tragic? Tragic, was it you that was talking about their caps and gowns? If Tragic's still in here, or if somebody remembers if it was Tragic that was talking about getting the graduation in prison and or jail or whatever, and where does the cap and gown come from? Um, well, I was at work that day, so I couldn't really answer that. But um, I do know somebody that went to prison and she got her GED, and the prison, they have caps and gowns there, and you can they let you. I don't know if they get donated after graduations, or I don't know how they get them, but I do know that it was a loaner from the from the prison. It was actually prison, so. I think it was Tragic. But yeah, lady, get all your ducks in, do all the things while you're in there, okay? Learn all your stuff, do all but anyone that can, thank you, Becky, anyone that can put their child in a landfill, and then we saw videos of her partying, and I, there's something not right in their head. So all of the treatments and learning and all of this, that's not going to change what's not right upstairs. It's just not. I mean, all of us, we can get mad at our kids and all, but we would never do that. You see what I'm saying? We have that part of our brain that says it's not okay to do this. You see what? And evidently, she is missing that part of her brain that cannot be replaced with schooling and therapy. Now, it may get her through her whatever she goes through, but why should she be allowed back out on the street? Why should she be given that chance? I don't get it. Now, I say that, and then I think about the Menendez brothers. And I know people are split on that, because I saw it. I asked the question myself in a community post or a short or something. And I asked, and some people said, they should stay. They should stay right where they are. And then some people said that they should be let out. So now with that, if something is done to you, I think it can take you to that place to where you I guess stick up for yourself or fight back, or I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about that. But if the situation is that something is done to you and it's what your mind tells you to do to put an end to this horrible thing, then I think that is something that your mind can come back. It's not that thing there that I think Leilani is missing, if that makes sense. She should absolutely not get a second chance. Quentin does not get a second chance. She absolutely should not get a second chance. Hold on one second, guys. My mama wants something to drink. Okay. Sorry about that. But okay, enough about that because see, those are some of the things I feel like I want to talk about on my next live, and I've got things written down and things I want to show. But y'all, let's just get into Diddy. I want to talk about Diddy for a minute. I haven't talked about Diddy. I don't think. I think I've only gone live twice since since the accident, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 times. But so we were watching yesterday on Tragics. We were waiting because it was his third appeal attempt to get out of jail, or get on bail, get bail. And so the judge, and this is evidently the judge that he's been wanting to be in front of, because I guess this judge is, he'll let people go after looking at the circumstances or whatever. But he didn't give an answer yesterday like everybody was waiting. I guess we're gonna get it Monday or Tuesday. Do y'all think that he'll get bail? Does anybody think that Diddy will get bail on Monday? I have a feeling that he will, because I have a feeling that he's talking. I do believe that he is providing information, and if they want said continued information, that might be one of the agreements as part of that deal. And that's what I think. Yeah. And I think that's why I wanted him, Patty, because I think it is the only judge that will give it to him. But I think he's going to get it. Here's the thing that I don't want to happen. I don't want him to get out and then somebody take him out. And I know that sounds weird because, of course, you just want people like that to just be gone, right? But we need all the names. We need it all. Because I think that anyone who participated in this needs to be investigated. And if they did anything criminally wrong, I think they need to be held accountable as well. Then do what you may to, Diddy did. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it makes me wonder. Hold on. Hey, Panda, thank you. Yep, I'm cooking dinner for a Friendsgiving. We're having a Friendsgiving, like a friend Thanksgiving this evening. So I'm doing my two little dishes right now. So I'm just cooking and talking, running my mouth. This is very high profile. There are too many celebrities involved. And that's why I think if they do let him out, he's not going to make it. I honestly feel that way. I feel like with all the monitoring and the guards or whatever, I feel like that if he is let out, that somebody is going to take him out. And there will be, we might be able to piece things together because there's so much footage, right? But I, I still think that we need things from him that we don't have yet. But then again, I think he is talking, and if they, that's probably one of the conditions of his bail packet, you know, 50 million and house arrest, and he'll continue to talk. I don't know. And see, and but I'm hoping that they don't. I am cooking macaroni and cheese, which I've got to get it ready, get it in the oven, and mashed potatoes. That was what I was tasked with. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. Diddy is so evil, and I hope he won't be out. Well, see, my husband said, well, I just think he should have to fight for his life. You know, I'm like, well, dude, he doesn't have the death penalty looking at him. He hasn't been charged with anything like that. And he said, no, I realize that, Angie. But I forget exactly how it made sense at the time when he explained what he was trying to say. Um, but he and we were talking about it this morning when we always get up and we'll look at shorts and we contemplate the world on our morning chats. And we were talking about Diddy this morning. And then I was the one that said, well, maybe they will let him out. Maybe somebody will take him out. And he said, Angie, you don't want that because you want to know what he knows. Then he can be done. And I agree with that. Because I feel like, like with the other one, old Jeffrey, I feel like a lot of secrets went with him. A lot of unknowns. Yes, there are things that come out and things that we can figure out, but not everything. And y'all, there was something I watched, and it is on the Lionel something podcast. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had, y'all remember seeing the picture of the girl in the Dolce and Gabbana shirt sitting in Diddy's lap? And then have y'all heard about the girl that was on the table where they put all the food on her and around her? Well, she was on uh, this dude's podcast, and she said a lot of things. She didn't hold back. Some of it seemed incredibly far fetched, but after what we've heard already, I don't doubt. It's hard to doubt her. And as you listen to her and her story, um, she got there when she was 13, and if you can imagine it, multiply that by 50, and that's what this girl allegedly went through. But I can tell you that everybody in his comment section, and he has a lot of subscribers and a lot of viewers, that I don't think I read one comment that did not believe this girl. She knew things about his home structure, um, tunnels, cages. I mean, there. It blew my mind to listen to her. But the thing is that the dude has this conversation. It's a 2-part episode that was on the the podcast, but he put it in the beginning. You will be copyright uh, struck if you try to react to, reproduce, show any part of this. And people in the chat were like, well, if you're truly here for her and want her story heard, because all she's wanting is justice, and but he's not letting anybody share it. So people have reached out to him to try to share it to get the girl's story out. He absolutely refuses to let that happen. So you can only see it over there. Thank you, bees. Let's see. What have I missed? Oh yeah, I think he'll be out by Wednesday. I do too, bees. I absolutely believe that. And that girl, she listed some names. I've heard a couple more names that I'm a little shooketh by. Allegedly, I've heard Denzel, and allegedly Russell Brand. Of course, we're not gonna know till it all comes out, but that's what I heard. Now, oh, and allegedly, Taraji P. Henson. And all I can say is I hope not. I know it's a Hollywood takedown. I know it is. But and I don't know why. It's all the ones that I really, really like. So I just hope it's not. Because I really, really like Taraji. But I guess it'll all come out in the bathwater, I reckon. Let's see. Hey, K9 Charlie, how are you? Well, y'all ain't giving me much to work with over here. What y'all think? Y'all got any? Y'all got any thoughts on that? Because my mind was about blown when I heard some of those names. Beezer, do you have that link by chance that I sent you yesterday? And that's all I will ask of you. I know you're busy. If you have that link for that dude, and if anybody's interested, um, this is where you can go. It's a two-part series or a two-part interview. The Lionel Something podcast, and if Beezer can't get to it, I will whenever I get done peeling these or um dicing my potatoes up right now. Can't touch anything. Sorry, I'm still chasing the toddler. Gonna put him down for a nap. Okay, y'all give me a minute to dice these potatoes, and I will get I sent Beezer the link yesterday because I was like, you have got to hear this, and I'll put it in here for y'all if y'all want to go now. Now when I'll put it, or it'll be put in here, but it comes with a trigger warning to watch it because she holds nothing back. But I'd be curious to see if y'all did watch it, what your thoughts were. If you do watch it, let me know in the comments what you thought about it, or shoot me an email. Or heck, if I do go live tomorrow, come on over and let me know what you thought about it if you watch it between now and tomorrow. You got it. Okay, so there's the link right there. That's the link to part 1 of that guy speaking with the girl. If you've seen the pictures, it's the girl in the Dolce and Gabbana, the D&G shirt. It's a black shirt that's sitting in Diddy's lap. So it's like in the studio. It's her. And there's a part 1 and a part 2. And there's nothing held back, and it's very descriptive, and I just want to know what y'all think about it if you watch it, and I understand if you don't. Let's see. I definitely think he will be bringing Jennifer Lopez should be. Oh yeah, got the 2-year-old to sleep so I can finish my coffee. Glad you're over here finishing your coffee with us. I definitely think he will be bringing a ton of people down with him. He will be. Yeah, I know. It's just scratching the surface. I did watch Canine Charlie. I've watched Jaguar. I watched the one she did. I guess that was her channel, and then I watched the interview she did with Piers Morgan. I actually saw the interview before it was removed. And but I haven't seen anything since. That's all I've seen. But she, I just don't see how people could not believe what she's saying. I mean, there's too many similarities to stories that are coming out. Now, do I think that people will use it for a payday or try to use it for a payday? Absolutely. I absolutely do. Oh, and one thing, oh my God, I just remember this. That girl said in that interview is she said something about Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. Think about that one. Let's see. I'm sick in bed, so it will give me something to do. Oh, Queen, I hope you feel better, honey. I'm so sorry. Well, just know that it's something. It is something. But I do hope you feel better, love. Has she done something new, Canine Charlie? Has she done like a I was I was trying to keep up with her channel, or I know I watched that, and then the Piers Morgan one. And just when I'm getting into something, something will break off on YouTube that I want to watch. So I'll say I'm going to go back to something. There's not enough hours in the day. Oh, but has she done anything new? I heard that. For my boy band rabbit hole, I went down. Boy band rabbit hole. Y'all hear my dog? If y'all did, she's dreaming. She doesn't bark when she's away. She never barks. She quacks. I don't know if y'all can hear her or not, but sorry, she makes me laugh every time. Okay, so boy band rabbit hole. He was arrested. She didn't even take off. Okay, I saw the blue couch, the ones that she did right after or around the time. I saw those. Guess they're on her channel. Her and what's that dude's name? Uh, is it Orlando something that was on there with? Is that his name? Orlando? I can't remember. If I can figure it out though, if you want me to post it on my community post, I will. But I just didn't know if she had done anything recently. I'll go look though. See, I heard that Denzel has done something with that Texas lawyer who has 120 clients against Diddy. I think it's a cease and desist from Denzel. Can you serve a lawyer with a cease and desist? Can you? That would be weird. Okay, now I'm kind of tripping on this. Yeah, she does. She quack quack quack. Did y'all hear? Am I in your way, son? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I gotta get right there for a second. Um, okay, I'm curious about the boy band rabbit hole. So I'm a boy band, even though I'm a rock. I love my rock music and stuff. I'm a very much boy bander person. I love my boy bands. New Kids on the Block started that for me. Let's see. Yes, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Boys. Yes, Lou Pearlman. All right, now I've got to go back and do that connection. Because I knew he was snake in the grass. Great. Now I'm gonna go down the boy band rabbit hole myself. I know I'll end up there. I promise you. See, he won't. I did not know that you could serve a cease and desist against an attorney. I mean, I'm sure you could like from a I guess for lack of better word, a civilian standpoint. Like, if my neighbor was a lawyer and he was doing something, but I didn't know you could do it like learn something new every day. Well, I'm gonna have to look into that because that's very interesting. Being that girl, she actually said Denzel's name in that interview. And to be fair, if you're gonna watch it, I would probably go ahead and do that today because he may have to. With what she said, if the right person sees it, I promise you, it's gonna have to be taken down. Don't run any cold water on this. Okay? Just don't accidentally do it. You gotta run water, run it over here. Okay? Cold water cools noodles down. So if you ever want cold noodles, just fix them and run up. Come on, lobster. That's annoying. Okay. Anyway, if you run cold water on noodles, it'll make them cold. Never do that unless you want cold noodles. The more you know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I can stand here for a sec. He has no charges, just an info on Boys ID channel did a docu-series on the Carter Boy. Yeah. I did see the docu-series on Aaron and Nick, and I don't know. I mean, I love boy bands. What started it for me was New Kids on the Block, and then when Bye 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 came out, yeah, that was I really liked NSYNC after that. But yeah, but I knew Lou Pearlman was a snake in the grass too, so I'm gonna have to definitely go look at that because that's interesting. I mean, it's like, but at first they were naming names like Russell Simmons, and who was the guy that just passed away, the older guy, the big music mogul. Was it Quincy Jones? He literally just passed away. Well, anyway, his name was brought up, and then why am I having this moment? Normally I can come up with name. Okay, the guy that just passed away, he's African American. He's older. I cannot remember if it's Quincy Jones or not. And then the older white man. Uh, okay, so it was Quincy Jones. Okay, now who is the other one? Now this is a music mogul. He's white, and they kind of ran all in the same. He found a lot of big stars. You gone? All right, love you. Have a good day. You going to the gym first? Thank you. I appreciate it. You got your blow dryer? Okay. Deodorant? All right. Be careful. Love you. I can't think of his name. But anyway, his name, when it all first came out, because it was kind of like the way they were making it feel was like that these guys did it to Diddy, or allegedly, in my opinion, that's what I was gathering from it. And then he in turn you know, here comes Usher and Justin Bieber. And then, you know, you start hearing all of this other stuff. And it's holy crap. Like, y'all, I want to talk about that interview so bad, but I want y'all to see it before I talk about it because there are things in there. Oh my God, but I cannot play it. Um, I don't even know if I'd want it on my channel actually, but just so we could have a conversation about it. So that link up there that and if it needs to be posted again, just let me know. I can do it now. But that link up there, that's where it is. That's part 1. So what I might do, I might just go live tomorrow. I've got things written out that I was going to show and everything. Well, maybe if y'all want to come back tomorrow, I can't tell you what time. I just have to go live when I can. Uh, Clive Davis. That's who that's who I was thinking of. Um, Diddy's label was under the umbrella of Sony, even though he owned the label. Okay, so that's who I was thinking of was Clive Davis. And they made it seem like that Clive Davis and Quincy Jones and, you know, and I don't want to say that they did. That's not what I'm saying. It just, that's the way it was coming across to me. Um, so then in turn, Diddy started doing that too. And I'm just wondering when did it start? You know, was Biggie ever a part of things like that? It's hard to see Big Papa, you know, um, being anybody's bitch, so to speak. You know what? God, this is so weird. It's like you try to word it right, but it's very hard to. But I could see it flipped, I guess, but I don't know. But okay, well, I have got to finish up here, and I just appreciate you guys for coming and hanging around. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow, so just if you'll tap the notification bell if you hadn't already, I'm sure all of you probably do. Um, all 6 of you. Oh me. Yep. I definitely see a pattern here. Um, so obviously, I think my name got slung, but that's okay. I've done nothing to nobody. And I'll just leave that there. But okay. So Queen, you're going to watch it. It's 2 parts, so that was the first one. And I want you, because you have my number, I want you to text me after you watch parts 1 and part 2 and let me know. I want to know the first thing that comes out of your mouth after you stop watching them. And the rest of y'all, you can email me. You can put it in the comments of this live right here. I just want to know what your thoughts are. Yeah, yeah. And you're right. If you're not here for me, I'm good. I do this too. Because I enjoy doing it. When I enjoy doing it, but there was a time where I just, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go do your homework, guys, and then if you have any rabbit holes that you think that I need to go look down, um, email them to me, or let's see, Queen and Beezer, they've got my number. If y'all know how to get in touch with them, um, send it to them. They'll send it to me, and send me down a rabbit hole. I'll go. I'll bite. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to go now. I will try to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and weekend, and thanks for coming. Bye.